Hello there, everybody. How are you? Oh, it's me, Zen. I thought I might cover this topic again from a little different angle, and it's a pretty simple one. And I'll give you the primer. Everything is backwards. It's a primer. So here's the equation: is America is Egypt. Okay, let's see if I can explain it to you with just some landmarks and some etymology. I'm gonna give you the rough framework for this. I'll probably have to come back and do this later because I'm almost out of beer and I want to be outside today. So, being here in New Orleans, which is at the end of the Mississippi River, which is the old Nile River. If you go to the Nile River, what you'll see up where these two rivers meet, there's a place called Cairo, which literally means the land of two rivers meeting, something like this. A meeting point. I don't know. It looks very oddly similar over there than it does here. And in Illinois, in Chicago, we have a place called Cairo. It's a pretty much barren city these days. It's odd. So to have to was bustling for a bit, then it's not. It would have been pretty quick for that to happen, especially considering America's new. So if you take the Mississippi from Cairo all the way down to New Orleans, you have to first understand that America literally means, translated etymologically, to rich. Rica means rich. And AME means soil or soul. So it means rich soul. And if you look along the Mississippi River, what you'll find is rich soil. Rich soil everywhere. And if I take that river all the way down to New Orleans, which we find is new, you know, understand the word new, or means riches or mineral deposits, and leans to mean rest or sitting. So it means at the end of the Mississippi, the Nile River, from where the two lakes meet, which is the Ohio, I mean, that's what they call it now, Ohio and Mississippi, and then the Mississippi comes down in the land of Cairo, comes down to New Orleans. So that would be the resting place of all of the rich minerals. If we go to Africa, the etymology means Rica, rich. Af means not or away from. It means not rich. So America means rich soul, rich soil. Africa means not rich. Now, if I go to Cairo in Egypt and I go find these pyramids and I go around that river, it's not rich soil. There's no riches around it. It's sand, it's desert. They can't grow anything. If you can't grow anything, then it is af, not rich. There's a lot of etymology here, a lot of ideas of everything is backwards, where the slaves were, what the Slavics mean, the whole history that people think they have of the out of Africa theory. You know who gave you that theory? The people over here told you everything came from Africa to trick you. No, it didn't. How could possibly out of nowhere America's like a superpower? America's just out of nowhere? We just like the whole world is ours. Everything we do, English, the whole. We're writing computer codes. We're doing everything. Where we've been a superpower for as long as you can think of. When did that start? We just started the country in 1776, and we've only really been doing anything since the early 1900s. Bullshit. We are the ancient Egyptians. Wasn't that a song? Walk like an Egyptian or some shit? They got everything backwards on your ass. Told you from Africa. Look at just what's it mean? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Africa. I'm not saying that there isn't a place called Egypt. I'm saying it happened the other way around. I'm saying this is literally the old world, and the ancient Egyptians are from this land here, America. Mississippi shows you this. I mean, you could look at the older maps too, with where places were and where things. Utah is the land of Judah. There was no J in ancient language, so Judah would be Yuda, the Huda. And then if you looked at the tribes, by the way, there was ancient tribes here. Indian is Indiana, the Indian tribes, or the natives, or the well, it depends on what you want to really call them, because there are a few words people like to use, and maybe they're not as interchangeable as they'd like. But nonetheless, how did America become such a melting pot so quickly? Because all of the species were already here. We were already here. The white people, the Caucasians, the melanated people, the black people, we were already here. That's why every major city you go to, it's pretty much a half and half. Or if you want to add Latin Americans or Mexicans or whatever, you're gonna find out it's pretty close, which couldn't really happen off of some nonsensical African slave trade. And then Native Americans that were kind of brown skinned, kind of red, and they have reservations, and white people just took over. No, sorry, buckaroos, that's not how it worked. We're already here for a long time. We are the Egyptians. It just is so. There's no way. You can't mathematically show the population density increase from some bringing some slaves over and enslaving of 500 strong black men with one guy with one white guy. It's a goofy narrative. It doesn't work. It doesn't translate. None of it does. And then all of a sudden, we're just controlling the world. Some white people from England came here, then decided to go back to Africa and steal strong black men and bring them here, and then we became a segregated superpower. None of this math, and the size of the cities and the buildings. Did you see how big the ancient architecture here is? Do you see how long these cities have been sitting here? None of this shit is built recently. The only thing that's built recently is shit. The farther you go back, you'll already see that the people are here for a reason. There's a whole set of different cultures. We are already the melting pot. Everywhere else is new to getting the intermingling of culture. We've been done doing this. The whole narrative of the North and South narrative of fighting in a civil war is the dumbest shit ever. Especially the whole, the North was fighting to keep, because the North didn't want slaves, but the South wanted slaves. Man, the Northern is the most racist place. You come to the South, people are not, people are divided somewhere in different places, but not really. It ain't really. No, there's more intermingling. Don't they call it a melting pot? And where? Like it's a goddamn jambalaya. It's a stew. Where? No, they told you everything backwards. The North and the South were not in some war over the South wanting to keep slaves in the North and not wanting to. It's stupid. It's dumb. Everything you taught is a fucking lie. I'm not saying who, how, and why, and who. I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I'm not going to say it because it's troubling to some, to a small minority of people. It's only truth is only troubling to liars. So imagine when people get pissed off these days, Who's troubled by it? Liars are. The ones that lie. People that tell the truth, they don't have anything. Yeah, but they'll be pissed at the people that are, whoa, that's not how it happened. Nobody's gonna like to hear that, like, hey, everything that you were granted. You went to an indoctrination center and they were told you that you came from Africa, that you were slaves. But that's not really true, is it? It's not. Mm. We are the ancient Africans, which are the Egyptians. So excuse me, not the ancient Africans. Like, I mean, the whole out of Africa theory, like, now this is going to go deeper into etymology. Let's not go this far. Let's just, I'll do a, I'll do a duper, super duper second part to this. But the point that must be observed here is this land here in America was already put, and the whole, like, I mean, even worldwide, there was, we can get into Tarian Empire and blah, 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 and the Moors and all of this, but we are already like this. There was already a mingling amongst the peoples. I don't know whoever came up with the stories and the stories were who came down and confused people's tongues and confused people's stories. Who did that? Anyways, what's up, Skull? Yeah, you want a couple ciders? That would be good. I also need some beers too. Yep, it looked like Egypt everywhere, but the source code was here, and it went from here. That's what needs to be. So if they told you it came from there, then it must have come from here, right? It's simple logic. Whatever they're saying is the opposite of. What's up, Alexandra? Yeah, his story, mankind. Yeah, but you could all say ma inside of every woman is a man, and every side of man is a ma. So her heritage, history. Yep. Yeah, right. Like hieroglyphs, Egyptians, Phoenicians, relics in Arizona, Viking ruins on the stones. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I mean, go to especially out where you are. You can already see. We can see it 1,000 times over. The connection to the Aztecs, the Mayans, the pyramids. There's so many pyramids here, but they're deeper underground. We can go underneath the Mississippi River and look for the Titans, somewhere in Tennessee Titans, and then we can go we go over to Nevada. We can see those are ancient cities. No, that was formed from some old river. Get out of here with that. You know, yeah. So the hieroglyphs, where do you think they're from? Ah, Utah. There you go. What's up, Big Tonito? Financial war disguised as race wars. That's about right. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Mm-hmm. Because war is a global economic phenomenon, and obviously it's not a globe, but there you go. Uh, Skull, you don't think any of it was built? Graphics in a could be, maybe. I still, that's maybe a little far into we live in the digital realm, and we can create something with our minds like this. But yeah, I mean, at the highest level, I think you're probably right, but I think things were built. I think things were built. I just think there was technology to do it. I mean, of course, the human is the highest technology, and we're creating everything with our mind, and imagination, and yes, 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 yes. But obviously, this domicile here, somebody cut a tree and did this and that, put it all together. And as far back as we can see, there was some sort of tools and technology that we were using. It's like a theme park. Skull got the new coat. Well, check it out, everybody. Let me I'm I'm out of beer, and that's no good. It's Sunday. It's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go play around, listen to some music, maybe watch a foosball game. Should I collect a couple beers? It's glorious outside. If anybody wants to donate to the cause of me staying indoors in 2023. Thanks, appreciate it. If you want to buy me a beer, you can do that too. Cash App, PayPal, and all that shit. I'll try to come back and resharpen up this idea, but I don't think I need to say much more on it other than to elaborate further with the concept. Yeah, everybody stay weird, be wild, be ruthless, be absurd, be yourself, enjoy yourself. When you feel like you have enough, share. And I'll participate with you guys soon. Hopefully you enjoyed the show and be awesome. Bye, bitches.